Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Is it worth a buy? Is it? Let's read the words of the developer. Iratus, Lord of the Dead is a turn-based tactical roguelike RPG set in a dark fantasy universe. Lead an army of undead to help an angry necromancer in his quest to reach the surface world and bring death to the mortal realms. Yes guys, this is Iratus, Lord of the Dead, and I don't like the fact that they've got adverts on this. I mean, what the f***? But anyway, option wise, nothing. Essentially, that's it. So what I'm going to do, I'm playing this live just to show you how you actually play the game, then I'll cut through the footage of me other exploits in this game to give you the full look at what the game has to offer. So we're going to just do a new game. I'm going to play it on more pain. You have to unlock these difficulties to do Cakewalk, which is the easiest. You have to complete the tutorial. To unlock more pain, you have to beat the game on Cakewalk, which I did yesterday. So I'm going to play on more pain. It'll give us a random bunch of, actually I don't know if it is random, I think that's just your starting group. So there's me 4 minions that I've got. That's me, and there's various other things going on here that I'll quickly run through. There's me mana at the top. I'll have 100% mana and I have 1 talent. I'm going to put that in Alchemy, and I'm going to put it in, is it Alchemy I want? Yeah, yeah, I want to put it in there because I need that one. I need 2 talents to unlock that, so that's where I'm going with that. Now I'll go quickly to the graveyard. I have 20 Architect Souls. Don't think I can unlock anything with that. Yeah, I can. I can unlock Excavation. Can I unlock everything with that? I can unlock everything. Now, all these things, this basically gives you random parts at the end of a battle. This is where you heal up. If you take damage in your world, you can put one of your minions in there for a turn and get them back to full health. This is an arena where it trains them up. This is the Iratus statue, which gives you mana each turn. This gives you wrath each turn. But this is where I'm going first, the library. This gives me XP, which is what I really want. Now to unlock that, I need to sacrifice one of them, and I just happen to have one, so I'm going to drop you in there, mate. Nice knowing you.
How unfortunate of me to rely on mortal knowledge to recover
right.
my power.
I'm shut up, mate. I'm trying to do a review. I need another minion here because I've just sacrificed that one. So I'm going to go to creation, and these are all the minions that I can create. Now, because I've played the game and it's a roguelike, I mean, you keep your unlocks. I've unlocked most of these. You don't get half of them when you first start the game. Well, what have I got? I'm going to make another one of these Dark Knights, to be honest, because they are pretty handy. I also need a minion to go and work in there, because each building that you make requires minions to work in there. I'm going to make a headhunter to work in there, I think. So we'll do that. So I'll just go there, put him in, and now I'm getting 35 XP a go of him being in there. So that's basically how all this works. I have no more souls to buy new buildings, but every time you win a battle you get some more. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here and see what artifacts are being given. Right, you get 2, so I'm going to put this on. Iratus gains 20% more parts after a battle. What was that? If 4 minions were at level 3. So that won't matter at the minute, but I'm going to equip it because I'll just forget. And this, Iratus gains 10% chance to stun enemies he damages with destruction spells. Well, I don't have any destruction spells yet because the talents, I didn't put any in destruction, so that's not going to really apply to me either. I'm going to show you the alchemy. Alchemy is really important in this game. These are all the parts that you get when you beat a battle. These are pretty much the remains of the people that you actually killed. Imagine Darker Dungeons, Slay the Spire kind of game, where your heroes go into the dungeons and they have to fight the nasties. Well, you're the nasties, you're the bastards in this. So you are cutting up heroes, and this is what's left of them. So you use this to create new characters, as I just saw, new minions. I made the Dark Knight out of these, and the Headless Horseman guy. You can use alchemy to change all these around. These are all grey, which is like really poor. But if you use what's called distillation, what it does is it converts two parts of the same type to the same type with better rarity. So just for example, skulls. If I go to the skulls, click fill, you can see the skulls are just plain, but if I craft, it's crafted a green version which has +1 dread on it. Now if I had two green ones, that would create a blue one. Two blues would then create a purple, and so on. So you get the idea. Each one has better stats, and then you can equip that. I think he uses skulls, so yeah, I can put that on him. So he's now a little bit better than what he was. Again, these will be probably locked the first time you play, but you do unlock them. So let's have a look at the actual dungeon. This is the actual first dungeon that you do. You can see a lot of icons on there, a lot of different paths to go through. But basically, that means a battle. This gives you more XP. That's the way I'm definitely going to go, I think, just because of that. Another battle there, sacrifice, another battle, a chest. So you get the idea. I'll just quickly dive into the first battle to show you how the battle works, then I'll go into some of the other footage. So I'll just wait till he gets his moves out the way. There we go. Right, so these are my group. Now these are the positions that I had them in on my hotbar back in the other screen. That's position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4. Now each of my minions has 6 abilities. Now only 2, like for example, it's the skeleton's turn. There he is there. Only these 2 abilities are highlighted, and the reason that is because it's all about where they are in position on the actual battlefield, if you like. He's in position 3. Now you can see when I mouse over that there's 2 skulls in yellow on the top left of that thumbnail. That means that you have to be in one of them 2 squares to use that ability. So if I mouse over this one, you can see you have to be in position 1 or 2 to do that, and you can see that it only affects position 1 and 2 on the other side as well. So I'm gonna go for this ability, a smite, and the reason is because there's 2 ways you can kill an enemy. You can either just kill them with the health bar goes down to 0, or you can scare the shit out of them. It's called stress damage. Now this isn't a stress team really. I mean, I could do stress damage with these and do it, but I'm going to make a stress team later on, which I'll show you. But at the minute, I'm just going to kick the shit out of them. So I'm going to start with this, a smite, and I'm going to hit him with it. And he missed, and he then did a bit of damage there. Let them do their moves. Now down here you can see, well at the bottom you can see whether they have any wards or armor buffs. You can see it down here. There's armor, resistance, block, and wards. So basically block and ward are for physical or magic damage, and then obviously you've got resistance to magic damage or armor, which again mitigates when you were hitting them with any kind of melee weapons. You have the damage that they can do, sanity. Obviously if you start stressing them out, they'll go insane and they start attacking each other and all kinds of shit goes on. You've got the accuracy, evasion, and luck. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to buff myself for my next go, so that's what I'm doing with her. I won't show you this full battle because it'll take forever. Now these 2 rings here, there's the red outer ring and the blue inner ring. The blue inner ring is your mana, which you would use for your spells here, and the red outer ring is for your wraith. Now each minion has an ultimate wraith ability. Now this is the one for the Dark Knight, Abyssal Hunger, and it's basically a heal. What you do is you attack an enemy, they'll lose health, you gain it. And that's how that works, essentially. Let's just finish this.
Mine is the winning side.
So at the end of each battle, these are the spoils that you get. That's the damage that you took, and you can then use them to build new creatures. So I've been playing this game for a while now. I've beat it on the easiest level. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely had great fun playing this game. I actually prefer this game to Darker Dungeons and Slay the Spire. I really do like it. It is imbalanced though, and it needs fixing, but I love the way you just build the different teams. I love the animations, the sounds, I love the graphics on it. I just really do, it just really appeals to me, this game, and it's very, very addictive. I'm really enjoying pretty much all aspects of the game, except the balance. There's a few minions that are just overpowered, but the developers are all over this. They are really doing a good job, the developers of this game. They've got a Discord channel up, and they are constantly asking for feedback, and they're releasing patches all the time, and it's still in early access, so you can't really judge the game fully on its current state. I just love the way you can build different teams and have different combinations with all the different minions that you've got access to. I made a really good Dream Team Stress team, which ploughed through the dungeons, and it was a little bit easy, but I still had good fun doing it. And I can't wait to put that Stress team up against higher level enemies. I think I'm going to have a ball with that. I'm really excited about playing it, because it is a game that I really enjoy, and there's not that many games that are really good at the minute, but this is a bit niche. You have to like this kind of thing. Me partner, for example, she was looking at us while I was playing this, and she was doing Ark, and she kept saying, I don't know how you can play that, it looks so boring. And it is for a lot of people, but it's my kind of game. You have to be into this kind of game, and if you are, then you will really, really enjoy this. And like I say, the balance changes are getting ironed out, but there's a lot of depth to this game. There's a lot of things to unlock, a lot of things to research. There's a lot of gear to craft. There's a lot of minions to get and unlock, and that offer completely different ways of playing the game. It's so deep, it is so replayable. There's hours and hours of fun in this game, and that's why I like it. And for £18, I think it's well worth a buy. So there you go, guys. I hope that kind of explains briefly what this game's about and what you'll get if you buy it. But for me, it's definitely worth a buy.